Today I begin with a quote from one of my favorite author, J.R.R. Tolkien. You have been chosen, and you must therefore use such strength and heart and wit as you have. Welcome back to another episode of Discovering Purpose. We are going to be talking about finding your tools of purpose. That is a very important part of purpose discovery. In the previous video, we spoke about discovering your core purpose, but it is not complete. Finding your core purpose is not complete. You can find your core purpose, but you also need to discover the tools. And like we said, the core purpose is captured in your spirit, and the key to finding your core purpose is in God. But there's another part of purpose, which is what we'll be talking about today, is your tools of expression. These are things that you look into your soul, into your personality, into you. This is where it's focused on you. So if you can say your why is about the core purpose, you can say the who is about you. So this is the second thing you need to discover in purpose. And for most people, I think this will be the most exciting episode because it's more practical and something that you can begin a lot of discovery today by just taking self-inventory of yourself, even looking into yourself. So I know that a lot of people, I speak about authenticity a lot, people embracing their true self. But for most people, let me just start with a truth that seems ridiculous. The truth is none of us is special. You know, it is the unique combination of what we have that makes us unique and special. So you are not a mystery. You might not be aware of most of your gifts, but most of what you have within you is not new to you. This should give you solace and confidence that you can look into the study of history, into the study of human beings, and say, okay, this is where I fall into. Because what makes us unique is a unique blend of all our giftings. It's just like Starbucks. The ingredients they use to make their coffee is less than 300, but that 300 can make over 80,000 unique combinations, and that's how we are. So this will give you solace that whatever you need to discover about yourself is already within you. What makes you really special is a unique combination of each of these gifts. So today we'll be talking about how self-discovery in a sense, because it's just the self-discovery, looking within, then you find your tools. And I'm going to be using the acrostic shape to explain the things you need to discover about yourself. So the first thing you need to discover about yourself in the journey of your self-discovery, journey of your tools, what is within you, is your special gifts. The shape, the S stands for special gifts. Special gifts are things that you were born with. They're innate. There are a lot of things that come naturally within you. Like I said, it's not necessarily exclusive to you. You might share them based on category. For instance, based on Howard Gardner's theory of nine intelligence, he divides human beings into nine core intelligence. You can start with that and ask yourself what your core intelligence is. For mine is intra-intelligence, and that's why I love teaching about self-discovery, because having that kind of intelligence has made me self-aware of myself and can help people into that same self-awareness. Yours can be a logical, some can be existential. That's why I said part of the journey of self-discovery is an educative one. So if you apply yourself to educating yourself, you get a lot of light and clarity concerning yourself. Other special gifts could be spiritual gifts. Like I said, they are not infinite, they are finite. They are just a few little, but you find where you are. That can be your own special gifts. Maybe the spiritual gifts are spiritual gifts that are bestowed, they are administrative gifts that you're born with, in a sense. And there are other special gifts like your talent and natural aptitude. And the key to discovering your special gifts is don't yield to only the conventional ones. If you ask people their natural gifts, the first thing they will tell you is, "Oh, I don't have a natural talent or a natural gift," and I've been like that for long. But immediately I started accepting that my special gift might not be the same or what is popular. I begin to see the things I have within me. It's funny. The funny thing is, I tell people that one of my natural gifts, my special gift, is I grew up with a passion to read. A lot of people smirk and chuckle. They're like, "How's that a natural gift?" But then that's what, even before I knew how to read, there was that passion. I really wanted to learn how to read because I couldn't wait to lay my hands on all the storybooks I was seeing around and a lot of things. But the idea of discovering a special gift is not even what it is at its core, it's what it evolves into. My passion for reading has evolved into a passion for learning that's evolved into, and the passion for learning has made me a polymath and a sage in a sense that I can talk about a lot of things. Today, I'm in the investment industry. that I'm investing in different industries. Why? Because I've honed my ability to learn. So I can go into any industry and do well and thrive. And my other special gifts, like I said, don't define your special gifts based on the conventional. I would say that I was born with a competitive drive. And sometimes your special gifts, people will look down on it, your the cultural environment. They might not see the gift in it. But then I did not even know it was a special gift until I was reading Donald Trump's Art of the Deal some years ago. You know how he talks about how his competitiveness has helped him in business. And like, oh, that's it. And a lot of things just unfold. I could see how it explains me as a person. My passion, I don't run away from risks. I'm not necessarily like that. I like that kind of environment. I love competitive environment. It makes me bring out the best of myself. It is my competitiveness that's pushed me to gain mastery in whatever I'm doing so that I will always win. And it's that same competitiveness particularly that has helped me become a strategist. One of the ways I consider myself, because I do a lot of business consulting, is that I'm an investment and business strategist. You have every seed within you, a special thing that many people might not recognize. We have to look within. Sometimes with the help of God and with dialogue with others, you can point at things that are special to you. Like I said, it might not be only you, but it's things that you do easily that most people do not. Those are your special gifts. Do not ignore them. It's just that God has equipped us to succeed. So He gave us every tool we need to live a life of purpose, to fulfill our purpose. What you need to do is look within and and sharpen them. So your special gifts are things that are unique to you. In fact, sometimes special gifts can be physical. Your physical, if you are tall, it's a special gift. Use it as an advantage if it works for you. Whatever it is, whether it's physical feature, it's psychological. Some people are smarter than others in certain areas. These are all natural giftings that you might not have worked upon them, but then be aware of them and use them because they are the tools of your expression. There is purpose in using your unique giftedness. Remember, I said it's not the entirety of purpose, but it's a core part of purpose that God has put tools in you. And then the second part of the acrostic shape is that H stands for heart, what you are passionate about. Passion is not your purpose, but it's a very important part of your journey of purpose. Somehow you have to become very passionate about what your purpose is. So, for instance, at your core purpose, the positive value you're pursuing is sanctity of life. You'll be passionate about the idea of protecting unborn children. Sometimes it can be creating a world of healthy minds because maybe based on your past experiences with family or within yourself, you've had problem with mental health. So you just develop a passion for it. So passion can change. I remember before I found purpose in a sense, direction, that clarity. I'm supposed to express purpose, where we'll talk about in the next video. Modes of expressing purpose, where I'm going to express purpose. Before now, the passion was I hated bullies. So I always wanted to become a human rights lawyer. So I would stand up for people. And of course, my competitive nature, I was not always afraid of the fight and stuff like that. But then, even though I was passionate about it, but I realized later on that my bigger passion is to help people build themselves, to stand up for themselves. That's a bigger way to fight the oppression of the world and even being a lawyer. So passion changes, but your passion in seasons have huge relevancy to your purpose. Discover your passion, what is in your heart, and whatever it is that is your core purpose, learn about it. The more you learn about it, the more you build passion for it. In a world where a little thing can stop a lot of people, passion is one will push you through, despite the setbacks, the adversity, the hurdles, to discover what your H is, what your heart is, what your passion is. And the next is your abilities. Abilities might not be born skills, might things that you've learned in your journey of life. And the fact that it is something that is learned, there is that possibility that you can learn whatever skill to complement your other skills. One of my core abilities today is leadership, not because I'm a natural born leader, but because through practice, years of taking responsibility and growing, I've developed that aptitude. It's part of my core abilities, a very vital one in the pursuit of my purpose. It is not natural, but it's an ability I have because I've built it. And there are many others. Things like communications. I'm a learner, but I can't say that I was a natural born communicator. But I'm still learning, I'm still growing to communicate better. These are some of the abilities. See your tools as the arsenal to wage the warfare of purpose. So these are things that are in my quiver. These abilities I'm building. There are more to come. There are some that I've learned over time. Look behind and say, okay, why are the core things I'm gifted at? So you might not be naturally born, may not have natural born EQ, but then it's something that you can develop and to help in your journey of purpose. And then after A, we have personality. That's where the area of temperaments come. A lot of psychological metrics for gauging personality. Our personality are things we are born with. The idea is to discover them and be true to them. It does not mean that you should yield to the weaknesses, but you must find where your strength is. In temperament, one of the masters in the area of temperament that really helped me is Tim LaHaye and his wife. They've written a lot of books about temperament. Discover your temperament and lean to your strength. But there are some people that are naturally born introverted or extroverted, and the introvert you have the phlegmatic and the melancholic. In the extrovert area, you have the sanguine and the choleric. Your unique combination. Find them to make it to give you a lot of. You'll be at ease with yourself. If someone talks more than you do, you're not trying to compare yourself with another person. You're like, okay, this is where your strengths are, and with your unique qualities comes with unique strengths. So sharpen those areas. One of the tools of winning in life, particularly, is play to your strengths. The same way that Tolkien was saying, play to your strengths, your wit. There are certain things that your personality gives you. Discover them, and when you are facing life, you understand that these are my area of strength. In fact, particularly discovering your personality will give you the wisdom to know where to complement your gifts with others. Because purpose is about there's going to be a lot of partnership, people coming around you. You must know where you're not strong. Allow someone to go to give you strength in those areas, and together you can do much more than you can alone. Particularly if you've been following this idea of purpose, the idea is that we're supposed to work together, function together to create an entire whole. So you're not going to be everything. It gives you a humility that you need another person. But then in and of yourself, you're unique too. You're special. And then finally, we have the experience. Your experiences make an important part of your tool. God does not bring bad experience our way, but He uses for our own good. We're in an evil world. So whatever experience you've gone through, perhaps there's a wisdom in it. There is a unique insight you have from it. I've known people like Joyce Myers who has gone through abuse. Instead of allowing that experience to put her behind, keep her locked in the past, she has used that same experience to bring healing to a lot of people, helping people heal the emotional traumas, the battle of the mind. This is how experience can work for your own good. Yeah, working with children can give you a unique insight into them. It adds to your experience. Growing up from a poor family background, you have a unique experience on how to bring people out of it if you still through your unique challenges that come with it. Being a woman, in fact, particularly I miss this. Sometimes there is purpose uh in your gender. That's one of your special gifts. You're a man or woman. If you play to the strength of being a woman, you thrive better than trying in a society where right now there's a lot of confusion about identity. It's part of your special gift. A man is not better than a woman, neither is a woman better than a man. But each one has his own unique qualities that's particularly suited for their kind of purpose. Your effectiveness will be very limited. But discovering your tools through self-discovery, you find a lot of clarity about yourself, gives you the weapons you need. So God has not just given you work, He has equipped you. Look within, ask Him to show you things. In fact, there are certain qualities in you right now that have not yet been bettered for. That is with time as you grow, it comes out. I get that knowledge of mature as you mature, certain qualities develop. But be more intentional about it. Don't leave it to chance. And the more you apply yourself to life, the more what is within comes out. So don't shy away from facing life. Most of the times when we start following the path of purpose, the challenges that come, we want to run away, but these challenges bring out the best in us, bring out the hidden things in us. And then by applying yourself to your skill sets and your tools, most of the times it evolves into the next thing. Rest in that idea that you are unique, you are special. Why? Because you have a unique blend of different things. God has equipped you with so much things that He has equipped you for your success. If you can find those things, they are the seeds for fulfilling your purpose. So this is discovering your tools, discovering who you are. And the next thing we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about your what. Your what has to do with how you interact with your environment with others, how you serve them. But before you're able to serve others, you must first settle your alignment with God by discovering what God will have you do